I don't know about you guys, but this really annoys me. So I'm sure all of you know about the whole Nintendo Direct and the Nintendo Switch 2 coming out, which was showcased, I don't know, like a few days ago. I can't remember exactly. I won't lie. The Switch 2 does look really good. I mean, it's basically on par now, I would say, with like the high-end PS4, low-end PS5 maybe. I know, it just can run things at 120 frames per second, so that seems really cool. And the whole Mario Kart thing with the open world also seems really cool as well. So anyway, Nintendo's getting all this good rep, all this good hype. Everyone's excited. And then they proceed to go and shoot themselves in the foot. Like, what the heck, Nintendo? Like, they deserve the backlash they're getting. The Switch 2 is extremely overpriced. It costs way more than the PS5, both of which are much better consoles and are much more powerful, right? And that's not even the main issue. They're also adding in voice chat for like their online service, which that's they're using that as the main selling point, which membership is overpriced anyway. Like, just don't get it. They're so behind when it comes to online gaming. But the worst part about this whole scenario is about the price of the games. So for the longest time, games have been $60, you know. That $60 equates for the actual game itself, the manufacturing of the disc, the production of the casing and all that. You know, $60, you know. Pretty fair price point. And then once digital got introduced, because digital, less space, no need to manufacture the case or whatever, those games are usually like maybe $10, $20 cheaper. So you're looking at maybe like $40 digital, $60 physical. And that's been the norm for like a few decades now, right? Pretty good deal. And recently, I think maybe like the last year or two, they've increased the price by $10 to $70. So everyone's getting used to that, you know what I mean? Like, it's still pretty fresh, you know, to go from 60 to 70, but people are starting to get used to it. So what does Nintendo proceed to do? Digital games are now $80, and physical games, which aren't really physical, you're just buying the case and like a digital download code, are going to be $90. And how extremely greedy and scummy to do that. This is the worst part. Now, I think you can clearly tell that I'm not American. Right, I'm just talking about the American prices. I'm a true blue fucking Aussie that likes to get on the piss every Saturday while watching the footy. Now, for a $60 game in America, in Australia, you have to pay $99, right? That was for the longest time, that's what it used to be. And then when the $70 increase happened, games started going up to $120, which is just absurd. So what does this mean for the AUD? Going to have to spend like $140 minimum for a digital game, and then when it comes to if we want to buy physical, we're looking at $150, $160 Australian dollars. Like, that's the amount you pay for like the premium version or what you used to pay. That is a scary thought if that happens. And this just really sucks because at the moment, every major economy in the world is struggling at the moment. While it's not extremely hard, it's definitely not easy just to get your basic necessities to live, you know, because everything's going up and wages aren't going up, or salaries or whatever. So how extremely greedy on Nintendo's part to do this. And the thing is, unfortunately, this was always inevitable. It's just happening a lot earlier than most people thought it was. Like, I seriously don't understand. You could be the most die-hard Nintendo fan, and I don't understand how anyone could defend this decision. There are so many Nintendo guys defending this decision. Like, they're literally stealing money out of your wallet, and yet you're still defending them. Makes no sense in my opinion. I also see a lot of people blaming the whole tariffs from the Trump presidency being the main reason, which it's not. They were planning to do this way before the whole tariff things happened. Like, don't be delusional, don't bring politics into gaming. Look, I've seen the solution for this is everyone agrees that they should boycott Nintendo, and while it does sound good, it's never going to work, because you got to remember, Nintendo have marked themselves as the family-friendly game developer. Their games are good enough to where anyone can pick them up and play them. I actually don't think Nintendo games that good, or at least the quality of the last decade has slipped dramatically, but it's never going to work because regular casual gamers or people that don't play games are always just going to grab Nintendo. It won't work because people just buy it, so it won't work. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to deal with it, which really sucks. And I don't want to say it, but it has to be said. And you definitely know, even if it doesn't happen now, everyone is going to hop on. All of the major developers are going to hop on this $80 to $90 price tag. You can definitely bet that these three companies will in a heartbeat, and eventually Sony and Xbox will pursue. So yeah, it's a bit bleak, but I don't know, maybe something might happen. Maybe the backlash might work. I don't know. But yeah, very disappointing. I'm going to go back to playing Metal Gear Solid because, I don't know, I've been playing that and that's pretty good. Probably seeing it in the background right now. So yeah, fuck you, Nintendo. Bye.